So today we've got John Driscoll with us. John is a leader in our accounting and business advisory team, works with many successful startups and business owners that are in growth or expansion phase. And today we're going to talk about success. And I think John brings a really interesting perspective to this, having been not just a fantastic business mentor and advisor, but also a successful professional athlete in your own right. Talk to us about success. You know, it's a really interesting way that you can perhaps think about what you did in your sporting days and what it is that you see business owners do well or otherwise. Talk to us about success.
Well, that's an interesting question. So from a personal point of view, success was really about having a goal and working towards that goal. Obviously a lot of hard work and a lot of luck went into achieving those goals, and that sort of translates to business as well. So when we're working with founders or owners of businesses, obviously having a clear goal or clear plan really sets the sort of framework for where they're going to head. Obviously the owner and founder is in for a lot of hard work and to be prepared for that hard work, because not everything being an owner goes easy or smoothly. So it's really really important that they accept that some things are going to pivot and they may need to change, but also luck. Some things do require an element of luck, whether it be the timing of the market or the product or what you're trying to work with. Yeah,
that makes complete sense. So John, talk to me about innovation. It's a big buzzword, you hear a lot about it, and but when you hear it, having actually worked in that space with lots of business owners that are doing something different or innovating, what does it mean for you? Where's the rubber hit the road from an innovation point of view?
So yeah, certainly. Innovation means a lot of different things to a lot of different people and a lot of different businesses. So with regard to dealing with a lot of traditional businesses that are innovating in their own right, where they've got an existing product or service line that they're looking to continually stay ahead of the market. So, and even down to an early stage business that doesn't have a product or service, but they're looking to innovate to disrupt the existing market. So really, when you look at innovation, it can be from the early stage idea right through to a traditional business that's looking to stay ahead of the market.
Great explanation. So John, everyone likes a success story, and you've had a client recently that you worked with for an extended period of time that established the business. You helped with that, then you also helped with getting them access to appropriate funding to an eventual exit. Talk us through the key points in there. Obviously, the client was wrapped with the outcome, but just run us through what was involved.
Yeah, it was an incredible journey. So we incorporated this client about 7 years ago, helped them through establishment and registration, and then through the R&D, which is the R&D tax incentive, where we took them through several grants and about $3 million in funding, come back via that avenue. Then we took them through the Accelerating Commercialisation Grant, which was it was a federal funding initiative, which was about another $1.5 million. Was a virtual CFO for the business for several years. We did all their tax and compliance, and then helped them with their establishment of US subsidiaries, which was the eventual country for their exit. So a big tractor manufacturer who was a customer of theirs thought it was a great idea that they would merge their business into their existing business operations, and within 4 weeks the transaction had been agreed and settled, so which you don't sort of see a lot to happen so quickly and so smoothly, and it was a 40 times revenue multiple for that business. So it was quite a good success story for a business that started here in Australia to exit on such a great terms.
Wow, no doubt very happy clients.
Very happy clients.
So John, we've talked about innovation and how you might be able to fund that, and talk to me about grants. You do a lot of work with clients around accessing capital through grants. Run us through a little bit of the detail so we can understand that a little bit more.
So never has there been a better time to raise money via the government, both state and federally, and that's bent towards both innovation and also established SME businesses. So it's really knowing the obstacles in which the right grants to apply for. Certainly around the innovation space, we had many successful clients have gone through the R&D tax incentive, but then also the federal Accelerating Commercialisation Grant. And then based on a state level, you sort of start to look at what grants are available for each of the businesses in the state they operate, which we've had great success for as well.
Fantastic, thank you. So John, really insightful chat. Thanks for your time. And I think when I'm kind of going back over what we've discussed, some of the key takeaways for me were around a plan. Make sure that you have a plan. I think that's going to be the roadmap with which you keep on benchmarking yourself back to. I think that the commentary that you've given around innovation is so important. It's not something that is essentially stop-start. It's happening constantly, and that there are different ways you can look at it, whether you're an established business or an early stage business. Most importantly, how you can look at different ways of funding that innovation. The commentary that you've given around grants, both state and federal, really important. And interesting to hear how much the government is getting behind innovation. So that was a key thing that I took away from this. But I think that the point that I'd probably round out in the most is that so much of this relates to the business founder or founders, the goals they've got, and the resilience that they've got to want to achieve that ultimate goal. So having that goal and that passion is so important. But I really enjoyed the chat. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
And look forward to chatting again.